What is going on, YouTube? Tom here, and yes, if y'all didn't see from the title or you hadn't heard from the news, Mustang Week was officially a bust. Some of y'all might know there's a hurricane coming up the East Coast. Good old Hurricane Dorian. So, our plans basically were canceled. Now, we had been planning on going to Mustang Week for months, and this happened. So that's actually like a true bummer. So that's why this video is the one you all are seeing and not the Mustang Week vlogs that I said I wanted to make. And I actually had plans on hopefully even daily vlogging while I was there. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen. Because the hurricane was actually expected up until basically Wednesday night. It was expected to possibly even make landfall in Myrtle Beach. And if you haven't already seen it, in Myrtle Beach, there was the Jeep where somebody literally abandoned this red Jeep Grand Cherokee on the beach. It was actually quite hilarious.
Tisha, Steve, getting some new details tonight about one of the lighter stories that everyone's been talking about in the midst of Hurricane Dorian. You know what I'm talking about, that red Jeep Grand Cherokee stuck in the sand at Myrtle Beach, quickly becoming some of the most iconic images from the Carolinas during this storm. It started this morning. Myrtle Beach police called out about this Jeep. It was left on the beach. Police say they found the car locked and abandoned in the surf. The owner tells Myrtle Beach TV station WMBF that his cousin borrowed his Jeep this morning.
Like, wow, so you don't even bother masking the fact that you probably were committing insurance fraud and you just left your vehicle there for the hurricane to swallow. So that's kind of the sum of it. Basically, Friday we were supposed to go to the car show. Friday, which is actually today. Actually would have been today if we were up there. We were supposed to go to the big CJ Pony Parts car show. Friday night would have been the YouTuber meetup. And Saturday would have been the cruise-in for the same car show. And then Sunday would have been driving around. So it would have been some fun if we were able to go. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had different plans. But oh well. So that's why I'm here. Slept in this morning, which was nice. Didn't have to get up at the ass crack of dawn like I was thinking we were going to have to do, because we were actually going to spend the night in Charleston, of all places. Which basically, Charleston is like notorious for flooding because it's considered South Carolina's low country. They basically said they wanted Charleston to be like a ghost town. Myrtle Beach itself, there were actually mandatory evacuations on the beach. Now, the condo we were supposed to stay at was through Airbnb. It was on the beach. The good news is with that, even though it was more than likely in a flood zone, they told my girlfriend, they actually texted her and said, you know, you can either reschedule or get a full refund of the trip. We decided to go ahead and just get a full refund, even though we do honestly have plans to attempt to go again next year. Now, we're actually now 2 for 2 on hurricanes ruining vacations we plan in September. Which does actually kind of suck because this is the second time we've done that. 2 years ago, we were actually supposed to fly out of Tampa and fly up to Wisconsin to go see her family. So that actually really sucks. This is now the second time we've had our travel plans ruined by a hurricane. That one was due to Hurricane Irma. Everybody might remember. Basically, that was like the most recent time Florida got a direct hit. It was basically supposed to come right up of Tampa Bay and hit Tampa. Then we got extremely lucky where it made a turn and missed Tampa and only ended up hitting our area up here in Tampa as a tropical storm. So we did get lucky with that. And Hurricane Dorian, we got extremely lucky. We got literally 5 minutes worth of rain that I looked on the radar and was like, yep, that actually was due to this hurricane. I'm actually out $40 or so, I think $36, whatever I ended up paying for the CJ Pony Parts car show that ended up getting canceled. So that sucks. I don't know if they're going to decide to change their minds on that or not, but it sounds like they're basically just going to keep everybody's money for that. Of course, the people who put that on probably also lost money. They probably also lost money that they're out that's non-refundable on top of that. So maybe that's the case. I'm not sure. it does suck, and luckily it's a very small amount of money. My girlfriend's not out the $600 she spent for the Airbnb. I'm not out money for gas, because I was going to end up paying for gas and all the food while we were there. So it's not that big of a deal. But I didn't spend the gas. I actually was going to pay for the hotel we were going to stay at in Charleston for Thursday night. And now there were some other people who got together, and there were a couple of unofficial Mustang weeks. One of them was Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and the other was Charlotte, North Carolina. And basically, I know some people are probably going to ask, well, why didn't I bother trying to go to those? And the answer is more money. That probably would have been more, since obviously we would have had to, at the last minute, book something to someplace to stay, like an Airbnb or a hotel or something. And the problem with that is it would have been more money. Those places are farther than Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Myrtle Beach is already like a good 8-hour drive, and 10 if you can't take back roads, and so that would have been 12, 14-hour drive or so. So that's a pretty long drive. We didn't want to do that. On top of that, my girlfriend didn't know if she was going to get called up to hurricane duty at work. Now, for those who don't know, my girlfriend is actually a nurse. So that means when there's a hurricane that comes through, she actually basically has to work hurricane duty. She has to work at the hospital during the hurricane. They basically tell her, hey, you are going to put down what you're doing, come stay at the hospital. When you're working, working like normal, and then when she's not working, she would have to sleep on an air mattress there. And if you refuse, you lose your job instantly. So it kind of sucks. So she didn't know if that was going to happen, since obviously we kept watching the track. We didn't know if it was going to hit Florida or not for the longest time. So that was a big concern, was if she had to do that, vacation ruined right there. Even though she had time off, that may have happened. Luckily, since it didn't hit Florida, we could avoid that. Now, of course, I do plan to kind of make it up to you all. I know it wasn't our fault at all. There's no, of course, it's Mother Nature, but I still plan to make it up to everybody. I'm gonna try to do some better content here for the next few days, kind of reward you all for sticking with me through this. Of course, now that I'm here, and I already had the Saturday off, because I also took off of work. Since I got tomorrow off, I'm going to be going to Cars and Coffee. Not sure exactly which one I'm going to go to yet, since it is kind of last minute. Girlfriend's already announced she wants to sleep in, even though I could take her, so I might go somewhere a little more out of that direction, because if I go with her, we kind of try to keep it local to her area. She doesn't like to drive too far, so I might try to go something a little more out of the way. Not sure yet. We'll definitely be bringing you all that. And of course, I might try to see what other good events are around, because I might try to do something like, there's Ocean City Cruise Week is a big one. That's a little bit farther, but that's definitely something. Definitely, if we do take another vacation, I might try thinking of something else in Florida, because there actually are other major car events that happen within the state of Florida, so that's nice. But that's all kind of on the radar for now. We haven't made any concrete decisions. I was really looking forward to Mustang Week as well, because I knew it would definitely be the chance to grow this channel beyond where it's at, because the problem right now is the channel just is the kind of stalled growth-wise. So the plan for Mustang Week was I knew I would meet a lot of people, I knew I'd be able to give out business cards and such, but that'll all have to wait for the future. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you all think about all of that, because I'm still disappointed about Mustang Week, and I know a lot of people are. Kind of ruined a lot of people's plans. There's people who have even said that's their only vacation that they take every year. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. At minimum, I'm still going to try to convince her to try Mustang Week next year. So, but in the short term, yes, Cars and Coffee is coming, and hopefully other car shows in this area soon. Anyway, take care, have a good day.